Hi there Facebook, it's Kamal Fernandez here. Oh, I'm just going to adjust this. So hopefully I'm coming out live. I'll just give it a second to see if anybody joins me. Oh, hang on, all sorts of toys. I'll give it a second, let's have a look. So I'll see if anybody joins me. I'm just going to go and grab her. Oh, there it is. I knew it somewhere. Okay. So, hey there, Facebook. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay. You get your toy. So, I'm going to do a little live session with the puppy. If you saw me this afternoon, you would have seen me train the puppy, as I'm calling her, not to use her name. And I was attempting to demonstrate LSMs and RSMs, and what it showed me with her, she showed a lot of disinterest. She wandered off, she disengaged, and I stopped my session and go back and have a look at it, because it was really fascinating to watch. The puppy very clearly give me information, and that's a huge part of dog training. Often it's really easy. Let me get this over here. Really easy to show dogs, especially as a professional, me making everything look wonderful and, having a trained dog in and showing those responses. But in my opinion, I think you gain more from showing when it doesn't go well. So that's exactly what happened this afternoon, didn't it? It didn't go well. And that's dog training. Yeah, in dog training in the real world, sometimes your training isn't going as planned. So what happened was I was demonstrating LSMs and RSMs, reward-specific markers and location-specific markers, with the puppy. And I started off really nicely. I was talking through switching between toys, which she did brilliantly. I then went on to doing some platform work, with food, and she really disengaged and lost interest and wandered off. And I tried various things to get her back on board, and she was having none of it. And that's what happens. I got a snippet of what I wanted. She went back on the platform briefly, good girl, but nothing like what she can do. As it happens, some people make some great observations. Does she need to go for a break? Does she need a toilet break? As it happens, what it was I'd given my dogs bones earlier in the garden this morning, and Sugar had brought one back in the house, and that was in the other room. So she clearly knew it was there. She was distracted by it, and that was what I was losing focus on. And rather than me avoid it, I thought, I'm going to train it and see if I can do some work on it. So the bone I've now picked up and put in a bag in the fridge, so Sugar can have it later on. So I've reduced the distraction. I'm going to go back and recap the exercise or the behaviour that I was working on this morning to see if I can get a response. So when you hit a snag, first thing is review your training, be objective, look at what the problem is. Yes, it could have been a multitude of things. Was I asking too much of the puppy? Was I making it too difficult? Did she need a toilet break? Did she need a loo break? All those things would be going through my mind. I felt that what I was asking her to do, she understood, good girl, and wasn't something beyond her capability. So that I was happy with. Definitely could have been a loo break. As it happens, it wasn't that. But the first thing I'm going to do is not blame the dog. I'm going to look at myself and reflect on my own training. What was my timing like? What was my mechanics like? Was my rate of reinforcement appropriate? As it happens in this scenario, it was distraction. The distraction in the environment was too much for the dog. Massive thing for me to take away. So I would work towards that by putting distractions in my environment and working through it or building her confidence up. So I know that that's something that she can struggle with. If there's food, high value food, she won't play. So that's something that I'm working on. She'll play brilliantly, as you can see, without the distraction there. Good girl. But she doesn't play, she won't switch back readily between food and toys. It's coming. I can use low level food and that's progressing. But when I use higher value food, she definitely does have some struggles. So my takeaway point from the session this morning is to persist on working through that as an issue for this puppy, and one that we'll work towards. So I have got some high value treats actually on the side, and I'm just working on toy play or higher value treats, and I'm going to try and work on my platform work again. So I'm going to see how I get on, and I might even see if she'll switch back to toy play, but I'll see how the session goes bearing in mind that this morning session, she had some challenges. So I don't want to keep over-facing my puppy, but really urge you all that are watching or picking this up now, go back and have a look at that video, because honestly, I think you gain more from watching training when it doesn't go to plan than when it does seamlessly with a dog that, you know, is trained and understands what you want. Good girl. It's more powerful to see it when it goes a little bit left and how I recover from that. So I went away and did what good dog training should do, which is think about my training, review my training, and now I've got a plan of action. So I've got high value reinforcement. I'm obviously no distractions around. I'm going to try the exercise. I'm going to recap what she knows and build more value. And then I might work on her ability to focus with distractions in another way. So I'll see how we go with that. Okay. So let's thank you. Good. Let's get your treats. So so I've got high value treats here. Okay, which in itself, the fact she played is brilliant. So she wants the reinforcement, which is brilliant. So I'm going to use my platform, which again, she struggled. If you watched earlier, you would see that she didn't want to get on it. So I'll see how I get on, okay? So I'm going to get my food ready. And what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to have some food on me, and I'm actually going to deliberately put this on the side, okay? Yep, good, nice. So she came off it. So that's brilliant. Using my fast food or dynamic food reinforcement marker. So I'm letting her mug my hand, and I'm going to see what she does if I put this down, okay? So let me do it this way around so you guys can see, okay? So yeah, wait, that was, should we commit to that? Let's see. Yep, yeah, brilliant. So really nice response there. Let me just angle that bit back here. Good. Yep, nice, good. So I'm fast food, dynamic food reinforcement. Oh, she said I want to go back on it. Snack, feeding in position. Good. Good girl. Good. Snack. Snack. So that moment hesitation. Break. Yeah, get it. So food's behind her. Okay, so I'm going to create a bit of a distraction. It's out of her reach. Good. Yep. Nice. You offered it beautifully then. So let's change it up. Let's put it over here. Okay, so it's in her environment. See if she can work through that. Yep. Nice. Here it is. So I'm creating a little bit of a challenge, putting the same food that I'm using as reinforcement in their environment, just out of reach. I'm going to push it a little bit. So let's do this one. Good. Snack. Super. Snack. Snack. Break. Yep. Ha ha ha. Clicking that as well. So I'm now going to put it up here. Let's see what she does. Put it back at the back of the chair. So now she's got to figure out. Good. Yep. Nice. So my dynamic food reinforcement. Whoa. Get it. Good. So. Snack. Good. Snack. Good. Yep. Nice. Good girl. Good girl. Get it? Let's do one more. So now I'm going to up the ante, and I'm actually going to have it on the floor. So working through distractions. A bit of a choice there. Good. Good. Let's just... Is that hard for you? Yes. Is that hard for you? Guarding my bowl. Good. Super. So this is going to be a challenge. Good. So I'm going to just snack. Okay, even though she broke the seal, I'm not particularly concerned. Snack. Just explains what I wanted to. So I can communicate to her that the reinforcement's going to come to her. Snack. Good. Lowering it a little bit. Breaking it down. Snack. Good. Snack. Good. Snack. So I can even pick up food from that bowl. Snack. Break. Yeah, good. I'll pick up the bowl and guard it. So introducing. Good. Let's do that again. Nice. Snack. Good. Snack. Break. Yeah, you can have it there. Good girl. So a really nice session there. So not necessarily avoiding my challenge. There you go, baby. Actually working for it. So going from having my treats on the side, which was, would again use you show, she was distracted by higher value treats. So I've got high value treats. I'm now using them and explaining to her the way to get the reward that you want is to offer the behaviour that I've trained and using, or that I'm aiming for, and using my reward-specific markers. You can see the clarity, hopefully, between the food coming to her and the food being from a dynamic. Cool. So I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can get her back into her toy play. Whoa, yeah, nice one. So I'm going to just use her reward-specific marker on for toys. Yeah, oh, she's so good. Oh, she's so good. Yeah, you're the winner. So I'm not going to work on, I've only got one toy with me. My, it's been moved, not sure where that's gone. But it doesn't matter, we'll just work on one toy play. Don't know, honey, so let's do win. So using that marker for toys. Good girl, good girl. Nice one. Oh, touching her, making a fuss of her. Oh, she's the winner. Oh, she got it. She got it. Oh, ready. Let's see if she offers something, it doesn't matter what. Win. Eye contact, which is great. I'll reinforce that. Good, baby. Nice. So that was really great. Good, that'll do. Well done, you can have it. Well done, that was really clever. So you can see the vast difference just by me being aware of the core root of the issue, which was her being distracted by the presence of high value reinforcement. This morning it was a bone. In this instance, it's the reward in a bowl and me putting it obviously on my the side here, then putting it on the sofa, and then eventually putting it, good girl, well done, on a chair where it's at more of a height where she can reach, and eventually putting it right next to her and looking for her to be able to focus on the behaviour at hand. The easiest thing in the world would be to avoid those little challenges, but that long term is going to erode her understanding and also create weaknesses and gaps in her training and her knowledge. And I don't want to do that, to create clarity for not only from her being potentially a sports dog, but a domestic dog. That could be a distraction in the environment. I want her to understand that she has to respond and engage with me and ignore the distraction, no matter how enticing it is, no matter how much of a pull it is. So really great lesson, and obviously brilliantly she switched between toys and play. So that was fantastic. Really, really pleased with her, how she's responded. Key thing is quick while you're ahead. I got what I wanted. I made progress from my earlier session where she showed me that distractions in her environment were a big challenge. I formed a plan, I went away and thought about it, reviewed my training, and then moved forward. Yeah, so just some ideas there to help you with your dogs. By all means, ask questions if you have them. I'm going to just see if anybody has got any questions. So if you didn't have a chance to look at the training session this morning, go back and have a look at it. It's on my Facebook page. I'm doing lives all this week and also opening the doors to my Obedience Fanatics group, which is going to be available now. I will share the link for that, where you get opportunity to be part of training sessions like this, where real-time training, where it doesn't always go to plan. What do you do when it goes wrong? How do you recover from those mistakes under the banner of reinforcement-based dog training? You could see in that session this morning, I wasn't getting what I wanted, and you could see how I handled it, not losing my patience, not getting angry with the dog, not shouting, screaming, hollering, telling her no, making her do it, just reviewing my training and taking responsibility for what the dog was learning, making some adjustments, and you could see there how brilliantly she come through it. So really pleased with her. You were good. You were clever. Good girl. You're a good girl, aren't you? So any questions, by all means, ask. Let's have a look. Lovely to see real life training. Definitely a difference from this morning session. She's a really lovely little dog. She is a fantastic little dog, and her training and what she did this morning was merely information for me. That's the key thing. It was just information for me as a trainer and as the person responsible for her learning to adjust what I was doing. If your dog isn't getting it, first look at your role in the training process. What can I change? So obviously the distraction for her is an Achilles heel. I know that about her. That's very much a work in progress. When she has a competing reinforcement, that's something that we're working on. First, we worked on it between toys and food, which is massively improving, which is what she showed me today. Her value for toy and food is now becoming a little bit more balanced, so I can start to interweave the two. But it showed me there's still work to be done, because as soon as there was something really high value, like a bone, it exposed what her Achilles heel, which is being able to switch between reinforcements. So really, really pleased with her. Great little session from her, showing the difference and the adjustment just by making those adjustments. I haven't had a chance to train this since this morning, just because I've had Zoom calls and work and picking up Neve and school runs and all the stuff that happens in life. But in that interim time, what I did do was think about my training, which is something that I'd urge you all to do. Really review your training, be critical. What could I change? What could I do better? You know, I changed my reinforcement. I used different reinforcement with her. That was a key thing. I used some ham instead of chicken, because I'd used this morning. That was an adjustment. Removing the bone, putting it off site, but also using the reinforcement that I'm training with as a distraction in my environment. So controlling this level of distraction. Going for something that I believe she knew. I thought she knew it this morning, just showed me she needed more groundwork. Always being objective about your training. If the Obedience Fanatics group is something that you're interested in, you don't have to just do obedience. It's for anybody that does dog sports. We have people that do obedience, agility, Mondio ring, IGP, heel work to music, rallyo, yeah, I think that's the and nose work. So we have the whole smorgasbord of people that do different sports, that they have me as their coach to coach them through moments like this when their dogs have struggles, how to overcome those struggles, and how to work forward and get the end result that they want. If you're interested in signing up for Obedience Fanatic, it's going to be all open until all this week and next week. These videos of me doing live sessions are going to be available, talking through RSMs, LSMs, and it's just as it happens, training problems that happen. All right, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you pick this up later on, by all means ask, and I will see you tomorrow. Time to be confirmed for another session on LSMs and RSMs. See you all later.